The following is a presentation of Bakersfield College Athletics.
Hey Renegades, my name's Celia Esquivel from your BC Women's Wrestling team, and I'm your host for this Renegade Recap. So now, let's go over all the BC sports that happened this past week. The BC men's golf team traveled to Llano, California to play the next Western State Conference tournament at Stockdale Country Club on Monday, March 17th. The team finished 6th overall, and Luke Dickinson scored a team best of 79 that day. BC softball played Glendale on Monday. BC dominated by shutting out Glendale, scoring 9 runs and end the game in the 5th inning. BC softball then traveled to Citrus College for their second game of the week on Tuesday, March 18th. BC would see defeat 5-1. BC women's tennis traveled to play College of the Canyons for a second matchup on Tuesday. Their winning streak continues, defeating Canyons 9 matches to 0. Back at home on Tuesday, the BC baseball team played Reedley. The Tigers took the early lead, but the Renegades would come back, scoring runs in the later innings, taking the win 9-6. The BC baseball team then traveled to Reedley on Wednesday, March 19th. The Tigers would strike back, and the Renegades would fall 7-2. The BC women's wrestling team traveled to Pfister College for a tri-duel, including East LA College. Congratulations to Leslie Deanda and Shannara Kilibrew, who won their matches. BC men's tennis traveled to Santa Barbara for their matches on Thursday, March 20th. BC would lose 9 matches to 0. The BC women's tennis team played Santa Barbara back at home on Thursday. Their winning streak continues as they defeated a tough Santa Barbara squad 6 matches to 3. BC softball won against Antelope Valley College on Thursday, 9-2. BC's Alexia Martinez would hit a home run this game. BC track and field traveled to College of the Canyons for the Western State Conference Inland Meet on Friday, March 21st. Here are our podium finishers from this event. Jesus Figueroa finished 3rd in men's 100 meters. Aaron Ramirez finished 2nd in men's 800 meters. Robert Chavez finished 3rd in men's 1500 meters and 3000 meters. Julian Vargas finished 2nd in men's shot put and 3rd in men's discus. BC swept the podium in men's hammer throw with Alexander Rosas winning, Julian Vargas 2nd, and Angel Ruiz 3rd. Jasmine Vasquez won in women's 800 meters. Maria Garcia won in women's hammer throw and finished 3rd in women's discus. Aubrey Ramirez finished 2nd in women's hammer throw. BC Beach Volleyball traveled to Santa Barbara for their next events on Friday. They played Glendale, where they won 4 matches to 1. Then they played Cuesta, where they won 3 matches to 2. The BC tennis teams played Fresno City on Friday. The men's teams started their day where BC would come close but fall 5 matches to 4. The BC women's team continues their winning streak 9 matches to 0. BC baseball faced Moore Park on Friday. They would fall to the Raiders 15-1. BC softball plays a 2-game series against Palomar over 2 days starting on Friday. They would fall in their first, meeting 12-2. Then they would play again on Saturday, March 22nd, and would fall again to the top-ranked team of Southern California, 12-5. BC softball would play again to end the night on Saturday against Folsom Lake College. It was a thriller where it came down to the end. Serenity Angelo would hit a walk-off sac fly to bring Aaliyah Perez to score, winning the game 4-3.
Got a call from Pfister. He said you gotta come to Bakersfield, mister. March 27 is our hope and dream, to raise some money for our tennis team. Luigi's warehouse is gonna rock. All the people will be in shock.
Now let's look at the schedule of sports happening at BC this week. The BC women's tennis team takes on LA Mission on Monday, March 24th. Matches start at 2 p.m. Then the women's tennis team plays again at home on Tuesday, March 25th. This time against conference rivals Glendale. Matches start at 2 p.m. BC baseball plays against College of the Canyons in a 3-game series that starts on Tuesday. Game starts at 2 p.m. Then BC softball plays against College of the Canyons 2 on Thursday, March 27th. Game starts at 2:30 p.m. BC Swimming hosts the next Western State Conference Swim Meet. It's a 2-day meet that starts on Friday, March 28th. Event starts at 10 a.m. BC Women's Tennis plays at home for their 3rd time this week on Friday, as well as their final regular season game before the Western State Conference Tennis Tournament. For their final regular season matchup, they play against Orange Coast College. Matches start at 2 p.m. Saturday, March 29th is a big day of sports at Bakersfield College. It starts in the morning with the Western State Conference Swim Meet continues at the William A. Wheeler Aquatic Center. Event starts at 10 a.m. Before the BC baseball game, we will be hosting a live pre-show, which will be held at the entrance of the softball field. View the show from our live stream on GoGates.com. BC baseball takes on College of the Canyons. The game starts at 1 p.m. BC men's tennis playing America River College in the Pfister Cup. This is the men's final match in the regular season before the Western State Conference tennis tournament. Matches start at 2 p.m. The BC softball team has a doubleheader against El Camino College. The first game starts at 4 p.m. and the second game will start at approximately 6 p.m. For further schedule information, news, and live streaming across all of BC athletics, visit GoGades.com. Follow us on our Instagram account at the handle GoGadesGo. For replays, highlights, and other exclusive videos of our sports, check out and subscribe to BC Athletics YouTube channel. My name's Celia Esquivel. Thank you so much for watching this Renegade Recap, and see you later, Renegades.